Hey, you're not going back to Alabas already, are you?
No, not yet. I still need to gather a bit more information first. I'm trying to leave. A ladder.
Actually, that's a step ladder.
They're the exact same thing.
Oh, great. Oh, great. No way! From their structure up, they're totally different. But of course, from a thief's perspective, the best kind of ladder is a rope ladder. The step ladder is much too heavy to carry around after all.
And from a prosecutor's perspective, any type of ladder is guilty of being dangerous during an earthquake. Bags full of cement powder are stacked up here. I suppose they're for the renovation.
Yeah, because I don't smell a drop of gold here, or any other treasure for that matter.
Okay, the only scent you should be detecting in a place like this is the smell of sweat.
Blood and tears. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, that was a pretty good play on words over there. Gummy, don't randomly jump into one of our dialogues like that.
Were you eavesdropping on us, Detective Gumshoe?
No, it's not like that, sir.
It appeared that the stage is also scheduled to be renovated.
You know, I would love to perform on a stage like this. Something like the Greatest Thief Show.
You missed a word.
Something like the Greatest Great Thief Show.
I don't try to get pedantic, but that as part of the joke, I think. I should think it would be a bad idea for a thief to show their face to the world.
So how come so many traffic cones are red and white?
That's because they're highly visible from a great distance.
Oh, is that why? So then, the reason you wear that wine red suit is for visibility's sake?
Please don't compare me to a ragged plastic traffic cone. There's a sign here warning passers-by to take precautions around this renovation site.
They're really going all out, huh? There's construction going on everywhere.
I believe Ambassador Paliano said it was to attract more tourists and visitors.
But what can they do with the new stuff they're building? Hey, what do you think they should do, Mr. Edgeworth?
How about transforming it into a courthouse?
Hey, be serious.
But I was being serious.
Just look at these scaffolds. Just looking at these scaffolds makes me want to climb them.
I recommend that you do not try it. There was a fire burning here until not too long ago.
Yeah, I think enough time has passed. But I think enough time has passed, so it should be alright. Thief Child says, if there's a height to be scaled, then scale it you must.
Starting from Thief Child, would you care to explain what you just said?
Just started from Thief Child. What even is that?
I think that was a Lane Z joke. Like it making fun of Lane.
They're having a real time of it cleaning up after the fire.
I suppose we should stay out here and investigate the stage some more then.
Mr. Edgeworth!
You look like you're enjoying yourself, Detective.
Well, I don't have much else that I enjoy as much as a good investigation, sir.
So, what did you find out?
Well...
I take these found nothing of any particular use, as usual.
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, I got something really interesting about Ambassador Palladino.
Oh, and what is this something interesting?
This, sir.
Wow, that's so pretty. I'm so jealous. That's a real treasure right there.
Why does the flame burn green, Detective?
So apparently, if you burn the special white crystal oil that they only make in Babal, it burns this green color, sir.
Interesting. So it's a special property of the oil. Suppose this is a ploy to force people to visit the ball should the oil run out.
Hey, Gummy, what about these silhouettes?
They stuck some cutouts on the outside of the lantern so it'd project the images.
Oh, silhouettes, huh? They're rather pretty, aren't they? Wait, what am I doing? I was supposed to be asking for an update on the investigation.
Hey, what's wrong, sir?
There's something I wanted you to investigate for me. Do you think you could do that much?
Uh-huh. You got it, sir.
Hey, that's not fair. Why is Gummy getting to do all the fun stuff?
Well, that's because I'm Mr. Edgeworth's partner.
I can't believe you took advantage of the confusion and stole my role as assistant.
I expect the two of you to get along and work together like professionals on this. Silhouette lantern. I don't remember what I did for his voice, so I guess I knew something new. Oh, so you're back now, are you, Mr. Edgeworth? You must be tired. Here, with these, you can eat whatever you'd like. These are? Discount tickets for our cafeteria. They open tomorrow at 10 in the morning. I appreciate the concern, however, these coupons do nothing for me right now. This open-air stage, what function does it serve exactly? Well, normally we use it for a variety of events. It's all to attract that extra bit of attention above all. I heard that tonight, over in the Alabaston Rose Garden, Ambassador Alba was to give a speech. And you know what? Manny told me I should really should give a speech too. Mr. Coaching told you that? Yes, he did. Which is why I thought I should give a speech of my own. But unfortunately, I wasn't able to. Because of the fire the Anagrasa started. Exactly. Ambassador Palladino, I'd like to ask you a little more about the Prima Deck statues. Oh, I see. Well, let me ask you this. Did you know that Alabast and Babal used to be one country called Cadopia?
Yeah.
Yes, I know that much about your history. Well, the Prima Duck statue belonged to the founders of Cadopia. Well, at least that's how the story goes. It was bequeathed up to the king of Cadopia as a symbol of the country's wealth. So was meant as a symbol of sovereignty and the right to rule, I take it. Yes, that's right. Which is why both countries are so adamant about their claim. We hold the real statue, therefore we hold the right to rule, is the reasoning. It's pretty petty when you think about it, I suppose. If Alabas and Babal were to re-establish relations, shouldn't that put an end to the squabbling over the statue? I have no reason to believe so. Framing up statue is even more important now as a key to diplomacy. Wonder if Ambassador Padiana knows about what has happened is a very important key to diplomacy. Perhaps we should try showing him this key and see what he has to say about it. Ambassador Padiano, there's just one thing I'd like to ask you about. Yeah, so, don't worry. You can just ask me more than just one thing. How about 2 or 3? In exchange, I expect he'll be coming to the ball, yes? Thank you, but just the one thing is all I require. Manny Cochin, I'd like to ask you about this man who's your secretary. Sure, I'll tell you what I know. Thank you for your cooperation, Ambassador. He was, well, if I had to put it in one word, he was an able man. If there was ever anything I needed as an ambassador, he was able to get it for me. To think that a man like that had a hand in a smuggling ring right under my nose, going completely unnoticed. Actually, I suppose because he was an able man, I was unable to detect his dirty dealings. Sounds like Mr. Cochin had a very sharp mind. Recently, Manny had been really busy. Since I became the Babalese representative at the Country Unification Council, he's been working tirelessly to cover my work for me. Sorry, but what is this Country Unification Council? Oh, well, you see, as tonight's events proceeded without a hitch, our 2 countries were to reunify and become one again. But I guess with how things turned out, that dream won't be realized anytime soon. I suppose not. What are we showing him? Yep.
The statue, right, had his fingerprints on it.
Which one?
The Alabas one?
It's not very button. There we go. Master Paliano, if you could please take a look at this for me. The Primodex statue sitting in Alabas right now actually belongs to Bob. So it would appear I received a call from Miss Monkarma about this earlier. They do not understand why I wish to inspect the Ball's Primodex statue immediately. What the heck? Like, when we were talking to him before, it was like, it appears he doesn't know about this yet. We should show him this. And he showed it and was like, yeah, I already know. Why are you doing that? Is that gonna be your new mannerism?
He's doing it. I'm trying to do it.
Is the statue currently in our country's possession? Yes, well, I've already inspected it myself.
Oh, that's so hard.
And it is definitely Alabas statue. I know because it's the real statue. And you're saying that the balls was a replica?
Can't trust anyone to do that with their fingies. As soon as I start doing it with my fingies, Shady, that's when you say you can't trust anybody that does that with their fingies? That's a personal attack.
I'm embarrassed to say it's true, even though I knew that someday it would be exposed. I received my orders from the leaders of the ball, and I was to negotiate with Ambassador Alba at this event. I was to negotiate with him and fix the results of the evaluation tonight.
Shady, would a villain restart Baldur's Gate 3 to romance Asterion? I don't think so.
Yes.
Don't question it. Don't question it. Don't question it.
To say that we could not determine the statue was the real one. Why are you telling me this? Well, because you already figured it out. Our statue is just a hollow gold shell. Even if the ball were to lose the face, the reunification of the country is what's important. I'm right in thinking that, aren't I? I'm not making a mistake, right? If you don't know yourself, then I won't pretend to know either. I never thought by being betrayed by my own secretariat, a real symbol of wealth would be given to me. Isn't it simply ironic?
It's like rain on your wedding day.
Is it?
It's a green light when you've already waited. It's a song. I don't know if you get the reference.
I don't.
It's a song called Ironic. And the ironic thing is that none of the things that the singer mentions in the song as being ironic are actually ironic. Most of them are just unfortunate coincidences.
Yeah, I almost, unironically, I almost used the word ironic incorrectly the other day, so I think last night.
Yeah, it's funny specifically because that song is like supposedly like listing all these ironic things, and like none of them are objectively ironic. Like rain on your wedding day is not ironic. Like that's just like a bad coincidence.
I was almost used it incorrectly when I was sharing a Twitter post from Musk with him. Like, he shared some article that I didn't bother reading, saying that this proves that capitalism isn't just, like, better, but that it's, like, morally the best choice or something. And I was like, I almost said that it ironic for a billionaire to say that. I was like, no, wait, that's the opposite of irony. That's, like, of course a billionaire would say that.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I'm sure a billionaire would want to say being a billionaire is morally correct.
Yeah, it's a complete opposite. It's like trickle down economy is good. Says the billionaire. Yeah, of course you would say that.
I mean, of course he wants himself to be the morally right one, but...
Hey! Where are you going? Are you heading back to Alabast?
Yes, but before I do, I suppose I should give you a summary of what's happened.
Summary. What was like? Was that a AI Somnium file? Like we would like end the conversation by forcing the person to summarize things.
No, that's not. It didn't actually do that. It was just the option at the end of it, where he summarized what happened.
Yeah, no, it's just funny that like that's how we interpreted it.
Yeah, every time it sounded like you were saying to them, summarize what you just said.
Yeah, which is very funny.
I keep meaning to do that, but I always forget to. At the end of like a conversation, to be like summarize what we talked about.
Yeah, very funny. Oh, I see.
I mean, it'd be both really bad, but also very cosmically funny to do that in response to somebody like unloading a bunch of like heavy stuff that's happening to them recently.
Yeah, somebody trauma dumping.
And after you get to the end, you're just like, okay, summarize
everything you said for me, please. So there's been a murder in both countries using an object from the other country?
That's the gist of it. The law is just as strict as Alabast. and their inspection of people and things that enter the country, meaning that somehow both murder weapons are smuggled into the two countries.
Whoa.
That's the only logical conclusion that can be drawn. Perhaps the key to the weapon smuggling is the person who traversed both countries.
You mean the fake Yatagarasu?
Listen, if this was a Professor Layton game, the answer to this mystery was that the items weren't smuggled into the each other's countries. The countries are swapped somehow.
Yeah.
That would be the big solution at the end of the game.
Yeah, and everybody was in it, but they couldn't talk about it because Kay was actually the daughter of the creator of Cadopia, like the founder, like put his daughter on the time capsule.
Okay.
And they all had to like keep her in like oblivious negligence. Like there's always that one weird thing where it's like, but magic though? Science, but magic though?
I feel like they didn't do that till the sequel trilogy. No, I guess the third game did do something near the end that was like... But they explained it as science.
Yeah, it's like... But like, science far enough... what is it they say? Advanced enough science is indistinguishable from magic. Somebody said that.
The Last Spectre, which is the first of the prequel ones, definitely has something that doesn't make sense even scientifically. It's just pure fantasy.
Yeah, I've played through all of them. I don't. Obviously, I think we're being coy for the viewers, right?
Yeah, I mean, I want people to play Phoenix, right?
They're great.
And support the new one. And if the old ones get a collection, I want people to get those.
Everybody, please go out and buy Catriel Layton.
No, not that one.
Conspiracy.
Do not give them a dime for that.
The best Layton game ever.
No, don't. At least though it's miles ahead of Layton Brothers. Don't get Layton Brothers. Layton Brothers.
That's my second favorite Layton game ever.
Layton Brothers had some very problematic.
No, they're both bad.
Problematic is in like offensive stuff.
Yeah, no, they're really bad. They're really bad.
K-Trail's just bad. It's not offensive.
K-Trail, objectively, like, I didn't trust you and I didn't believe in you and I got it and then I trusted and believed in you.
The story's bad, but the puzzles are also awful. It's just...
half of the time it's zero. Half of the time it's zero.
0 or 1, or it's just blank, nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, my most upsetting one was that one about the present in the snow. Was that from Catriel? That probably wasn't, actually. I think that's from the original Layton ones.
I mean, the original Layton ones did occasionally do something like that, but that'd be like 2% of the puzzles out of like 300 puzzles.
Well, it's like a quirky solution. I'm not mad that they did it. It's just like
when it's every time.
Yeah, when it's every
like
time.
Catriel, if I couldn't initially figure out the puzzle, I would just try putting in a 1 or 0 and see if that's the answer, and it wouldn't be that uncommon. So, but no, the first trilogy, everybody play those, amazing. The prequel trilogy, really good still, play them.
Yeah,
you can stop there.
Ones, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, ironically enough, the 3DS ones are in the past.
Yeah, they're the prequel trilogy.
Is that what you said?
Yeah, the prequel trilogy.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Catriel, don't play it. Boring. Layton Brothers, you can't play it anyways. Ha! Because it's on mobile and not available anymore. But
joke's on you.
You've been saved.
Yeah. I already read this line, but I'll read it again. You mean the fake Yatagarasu?
In one way or another, the Yatagarasu is connected, of this I am sure. Now then, where was the Yatagarasu first spotted? I believe it was a rose garden on the Alabastan side of the embassy. The garden is just on the other side of this boundary. It's where Ambassador Alba was to give a speech tonight. At least, that's what I heard of the Yatagarasu had appeared. In that case, I believe it's vital that I investigate the Rose Garden post-haste.
Wait, before you go, take a look at this, Mr. Edgeworth. It's like a guitar pick.
What is it?
I guess it's a guitar pick.
Look
I
at
picked
you,
it up just
master of
now.
guitar picks. Not guitars, just
You know,
guitar picks.
I've seen one or two guitar picks in my life, but honestly, I think it's a pedal for the logo. I think that's honestly what it's supposed to be. I picked it up just now over there. Do you think it'll be of any use?
There's a little water on it, but how did the water get on it? It doesn't look like there's anything to get wet from around here.
How did the water get on it? It was outside. It's a metal that's been outside. Oh, we haven't established that it's metal. I'm assuming it's metal. Guitar picks are usually made out of plastic. Unless you play the banjo, in which case you have like these like metal finger picks.
What about when you
that
make guitar picks out of bone?
You could make a guitar pick out of bone. That's a very
I'm
metal
sure
thing
that's
to
a
do.
thing that exists. I would
It
bet
could be.
money. What?
Yeah, you'd have to take care of them because the bone would like calcify and like get brittle over time, and then snap your strings. It's a whole deal. You'd have to like resin them or something. Either way, I was thinking they have concerts here at this open air stage from time to time, right?
Alright, I'll find its owner later. Pick.
Also, what's his face? Doesn't the Steel Samurai play shamisen? Right? That's like part of his whole lore.
I think you're thinking the Jamming Ninja.
Jamming Ninja, you're right. Oh yeah, there's one more thing.
I do want to see this.
It
Okay, I
looks
can't look any
wet.
closer. It's also wet for some reason.
Yeah.
The weird thing is that even when we look at this, like, the next day in-game, it'll still be wet for some reason.
It's just a perpetually sopping wet guitar pick. It's just
You need to make that as a magic item in one of your D&D campaigns.
moist. The moist guitar pick. If you're Bard,
It's the guitar pick of moisture.
yeah, whenever you cast Bardic Inspiration, you can also instill fear on an enemy. Just for the grossness of you playing with a wet guitar pick.
But you also probably have like disadvantage because it's got to be hard to play with a
Yeah.
slippery
yeah.
wet guitar pick.
Yeah, on a failed roll, you are knocked prone because you bend down to pick up the guitar pick. Oh yeah, there's one more thing. Mr. Edgeworth, would you be willing to hold on to this?
What is this?
It's misused perfume. It's the bottle that woman left behind and that I found 7 years ago. Thought that one day it'd be of some use in tracking her down. So I kept it safe all this time.
Thank you. I'd be honored to hold on to it for you. Probably gotta smell bad. Does perfume
you think-
spoil?
I think it does, but honestly, it will evaporate before it spoils. Because unless you keep it in like a dark room, like I have so many bottles of colognes and perfumes that are near empty just because they just sit in a bright windowsill the entire day.
I mean, I'm pretty sure the implication here, though, is that this has liquid in it. It's not a perfume bottle.
Does perfume go bad?
I assume perfume goes bad. Just
An open bottle of perfume can last anywhere between 3 months and 3 years, depending on the scent's construction.
yeah, I mean, everything breaks down over time. There's just something
Yeah.
where perfumes usually have like some organic material.
Yeah, it'll essentially just start smelling like, like it's spoiling.
Yeah. That's why I said it's gotta smell bad now.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess we're going through 2 countries.
It's like when you're at a combination restaurant, like those fast food chains that have both in the same building. I
God,
feel like that's
last time I went into one of those, I was traveling with my mom, and we went to one specifically because both of us neither it was a KFC and Taco Bell, and we both decided we did not want KFC, but we wanted Taco Bell, so we went in. and we both ended up getting KFC.
That's so funny. That's so
I was like,
funny.
like, I thought you said you wanted KFC, and she was like, or that you wanted Taco Bell, and she was like, yeah, I mean, I didn't want, I wanted KFC, but I didn't like want you to like pick this just for me, because we were trying to pick what place, and we didn't even know we were gonna pick that one. We decided for Taco Bell, and I was like, I mean, I honestly had the intention of getting Taco Bell because I only like one thing on KFC's menu, and that's the bowls. But then I suddenly, when I saw the bowl, I was like, I want the bowl.
Yeah, Outcry loves the KFC bowls.
That's the
Not
only thing I'll
sponsored,
eat
but
there.
please sponsor us.
No,
I mean, I don't know if they're gonna sponsor us now.
I don't want to be sponsored by KFC. Sorry.
I mean, sponsor me then.
Popeyes, you can sponsor me. All your food is amazing.
No, don't give them the free advertisement.
All your food
Popeyes-
is amazing if you sponsor me.
Yeah, your food. My opinion on your food is pending on an advertisement.
I think I'll be returning to the investigation out of Bass now, but
I know. I'll go back to my bar and do some more investigating there.
sometime late at night.
I think that's from Karma.
I mean, I don't know anybody else that calls him Miles Edgeworth every time.
I see you're back, Miles Edgeworth!
Who the heck are you?
How are things in Babel?
Oh, that's bad. I shouldn't have done that. Just every time I do that, it like shaves like milliseconds off of my lifespan. You know,
I gotta start doing that then.
it's not like a substantial amount, but like it is an amount. You know, so it adds up.
I like to think Edgeworth has some condition where if he can't see the source of the voice, that's just what he hears.
That's just what he hears. Yeah, it's like prosopagnosia, where you can't recognize faces, but you can't recognize sounds.
Voices specifically.
Yeah, you can't recognize voices. That's fair.
I think that's a fair translation. It's not like with prosopagnosia you can't recognize any visuals. It's just
I would say
faces.
audiopagnosia if my Latin is any good, but I don't know.
I don't think that's a thing.
I mean, we're making it a thing now. But that's just all sounds too, though. Oh man, I need to know how to say voice in Latin.
Vocal. Oh, that's not Latin. But...
Vocopagnosia.
Although, I can't really say I expect much from Scruffy and that girl.
The investigation to Manny Cochin's death hasn't really progressed any. However, the investigation to Yatagrasu has.
Yes, the Yatagarasu. Even now, I find it hard to believe.
Vox. His voice in Latin.
Oh yeah, Vox Machina. Not sponsored, but please sponsor us. They're big enough that they can sponsor people now.
Sure.
A person who can freely traverse between two... It's preposterous.
Yeah, who can ever freely traverse between two countries?
Don't look at me.
Certainly not anybody with a passport.
Certainly not everybody with a passport.
Well, that's what I came here to investigate.
Oh, I just doxed myself. I own a passport.
Oh no, you're from a country that has passports.
Ah! Don't dox.
We can cross Guam off the
Guam?
Guam probably has that.
Yeah, they would be U.S. passports. You picked a place that the U.S. is currently theoretically owning.
Well, listen, when I need to think of a random country, the first one in my head is always Guam, and I don't know
It's always
why.
Guam. It's always Guam.
Guam is the most random country to me.
For
which
me,
I guess
it's
makes it-
Mozambique.
That's a country.
Yeah, I think it is.
I thought my brain thought it was a city.
It might be a city.
I heard that this is where witnesses claim to have seen the Yatagrasu.
No, it's the world's 35th largest country. Yeah,
Oh, it's a big country then.
It's the world's 35th biggest country.
It's pretty big. It's at least in the top 100.
Yeah. And which is funny, just to the two of us, and maybe Shady, if Shady remembers this conversation, their official language is Portuguese. I wonder if Super Mario Wonder has Mozambique Portuguese as a language.
We looked at all the languages.
Yeah, but I was giving context to the viewers who didn't know what the reference was.
Fair. Yeah, Mario Wonder is a game that's out now.
Mario Wonder is a game that's out. Oh, don't dox us.
I won't tell you whether it's good or not unless they sponsor me.
Kevin Afghani specifically has to sponsor you.
Well, I could do. He doesn't have enough money to sponsor people, and he might now. I don't know.
He might now. I don't know. I feel like Nintendo lowballed him.
Probably to start out. I imagine that as time goes on, though, he'll have negotiating power.
Yeah, he'll keep negotiating for sure.
That's correct. Ambassador Abba was to give a speech tonight here in Alabasta. And that's when the Yatagarasu appeared.
Ooh, I like that.
The shadow of the mysterious disappeared, and just as suddenly it vanished.
Every time I see that, I just see like an anthro version of Shadow the Hedgehog. Shadow the Hedgehog is anthro. A more anthro version.
A Gajinka, if you will. That's what they call the Pokemon ones.
I don't think you have Sonic Gajinkas.
I mean, maybe. I'm looking up what Gajinka stands for because this might be something that's not even allowed in in mature audiences. I mean, literally, it's just the Japanese word for anthropomorphism. So it's like anthropogynka.
I
like
almost feel offended that I was like, oh, that's anthro. And you're like, you mean a gajinka? Like,
you mean a gajinka?
You just said this. What? Am I not cultured enough by using English?
Ooh woo. Oh, this is pretty hot. This is a Breakson Gajinka, I think. From
we just see a white
Pokemon?
Okay, kind of can see it.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, sure.
I like the idea of Gajinkas, but I'm not artistic enough to make them.
There's Monster Hunter ones.
Web browser Gajinkas. This is great. Oh, I'm gonna go down a rabbit hole. I gotta stop.
After that, there was a fire at the Balinese embassy, then the Yatagarasu started.
I vow that not a single feather from the Yatagarasu shall escape my diligence. There are roses scattered on the surface of the water, creating a pleasant fragrance.
It's not for aesthetics. It's not just for aesthetics. The pool's waters were also used in putting out fires.
You say that like that's just a thing it regularly does. Because you did read it a little wrong. It doesn't say it was also used. It is also used.
It's also used.
Implying
it's not just for aesthetics. The pool's water is also used for putting out fires.
That's implying that's just one of its functions.
It is. It is.
I see. Oh. The pool stopped filling itself automatically. That was very quick that it suddenly filled itself.
It was very quick, yeah. It just mid-Gajinka conversation.
Was it just emptied or something?
Maybe. Also, I see, like, Detective Lang's elbow, and I am very titillated to know what he thinks.
I didn't even notice.
Yeah, right?
I was like, wait, where?
I'm like, it threw me off. I'm like, whoa, that's an elbow I recognize.
The fountain spouts are set to stay open until the pool's waters reach a certain level.
If this water is used to put out fires, I suppose it must be refilled to its normal level.
Why are there so many fires?
Yeah, they're just implying this is just a regular thing that they have fires out here.
The Bubbly's embassy is always on fire. Oh, you're just in time for the ritualistic Bubbly's embassy lighting. We light it on fire every week.
Would suggest this pool was recently used somehow in this embassy.
Yeah, that's the biggest red herring in the entire game, is that the fire had nothing to do with the murder. It's just their regularly scheduled, like, embassy fire.
I feel like they do have stuff like that in Ace Attorney games, though, that you, like, spend, like, an entire section cross-examining somebody over a point, and it turns out to be unrelated. Especially the common with, like, Larry Butts and Lotta Hart.
Yeah.
Like, I remember Lotta Hart, like, having entire cross-examinations just to prove that the Gordy, the lake monster, wasn't real. And that had nothing to do with the case. It was just she refused to, like, cooperate until you proved that. Guess I'll take some notes about it just in case. The heck? Where'd you come from? That thing was shallow a second ago.
He was just floating underneath the
Was
waves.
he like face down, laying down? It was shallow.
Yeah, no, he was Kingdom Hearts in it. You know, just diving to the deep.
Yeah.
How dare you surprise me like that?
I'm sorry.
Oh, hey Edgy. Thanks for what you did back there.
Your gratitude alone is enough. More importantly, Larry, this pool is not for your personal enjoyment.
I know that. Did you really think that I'm the type to jump into a pool and swim around for fun?
Kinda.
Yes. Alright then. Did you by chance fall into the pool?
Nice guess, but no dice. So you know my son, right, Edgy?
Your son?
I guess I kind of lost sight of him when I shook hands with the ambassador. I'm pretty sure he was around here when I last saw him.
You imbecile! How can you be so flippant at a time like this? What are you going to do if your son fell into the pool? And how old is this child of yours anyway?
Huh? Oh, how old is he again?
Larry, this is the first I've heard of a son. Who exactly is the mother?
It's the samurai baby.
I know, but I really wish that he just randomly had a son suddenly.
Yeah, just casually. What would their name be?
Lariat.
Larry. Richard.
You mean Gumshoe?
Dig butts. It's the meme. It's the meme. Dig butts. The mother? Oh, that chick, the pink princess.
I'm surprised she's still fertile.
The pink princess?
That really should be what Edgeworth says. I'm surprised she's so fertile. That'd be so funny.
It's fun karma. I was a bit confused by this man's words for a bit there.
Like,
However,
I should learn how to hack the text and just change some of the lines. Not enough, but change it enough, and then like illicitly like send this the hacked ROM around to people who don't know.
They're just like, hey guys, play my ROM hack.
But it's identical except when it isn't. Oh my.
You don't say it, you just say play my ROM hack, and they're playing this for like hours. And I'm like, what is different?
And it's just that. It's just that one line.
It wouldn't even be worth the joke at that point.
I mean, I feel like you would find it very funny specifically.
I would find the concept of it funny. I would probably, if you did that to me, be very annoyed.
Yeah, no, for sure. For sure, you have enough games on your backlog.
However, I believe what he is looking for is the doll of the Iron Infant.
Yep, because I'm the Steel Samurai through and through, heart and soul. And the Iron Infant is my cute little son. You have given a whole new meaning to the phrase, an astounding fool.
That's
That's
not a phrase. That's just
That's a phrase.
yeah, that's not a phrase, Francisca. I don't think you know how that works. I don't think you know how phrases work. You give a new meaning to the phrase. Person who doesn't know how to use phrases, right?
Give a whole new meaning to the phrase. I'm kind of hungry right now.
I mean, I'm also kind of hungry.
Larry, we've not seen hide nor hair of the Iron Infant. But rest assured that if we should find him, we'll let you know. So get out of there.
Sounds good. In that case, I'll go search over there.
Wait!
When you walk away.
Next thing we know, he like comes out of like a sink.
Yeah.
Well, it's not as if he'll get very far swimming around in that pool. And though he's unrelated to the murders, he sure knows how to cause a lot of trouble.
Literally, that was just for the lulz.
Yeah, there isn't even anything relevant. I mean, I
it.
feel like the missing Iron Infant will be relevant. A statue of a woman. Wonder if the lady is pouring water.
It says that it's a statue of the queen who spoke of love to King Primidux. Well, Mount Edgeworth, it seems that you are lousy at reading a woman's heart.
I opened her mouth about a statue, and she somehow made the leap to that. Edward Stickman.
I mean, that's what she's saying. She doesn't know, he doesn't know how to read a woman's heart. Like, he knows all about reading men's heart.
I mean, he is a man.
You'd be surprised.
There's an overturned spotlight here.
When the Yatsagarasu appeared, the audience that was waiting for the speech to start. Oh, the audience that was waiting for the speech to start panicked.
I'm sorry. This part of the song always throws me off because I feel like I'm playing Phantasy Star Online, like the old ones on the GameCube and Dreamcast.
I have not played a single Phantasy Star game.
Not this part anymore, but the part we was just going while you were reading Francisca's line. I recommend that Phantasy Star. In theory, we could always stream that.
Is it like a beep boop boop visual novel?
No, it's an MMO.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But the original Phantasy Star Online doesn't have servers online. You use like fan servers.
Yeah.
And like so like you can host a private server then and go through it. It's just it's an action RPG MMO.
We can talk about it. I'd be interested.
I know Ethan would. Our one of our friends. I'm not gonna say which friend that is.
Yeah.
But
no, you can't dox somebody who just by saying a name.
Yeah. But a mutual friend of ours would love it if we played PSO2 with them.
Do you have to play PSO1 to understand PSO2?
I mean, to understand... I don't know if you can understand PSO2. Phantasy Star, to fully understand everything in Phantasy Star, you have to play all the older Phantasy Star ones on like the Sega Master System. And,
oh, okay.
It's all just one massive universe. I've never understood anything going on in them. It doesn't matter much.
You're just in it for the vibes at that point.
Well, I mean, half of PSO2 at this point is, oh look, Sonic crossover content. Oh look, now it's Hatsune Miku. It's just an MMO that's full of stuff. Like
it's an MMO full of stuff.
It's about being flashy, and it's more about the gameplay.
That's fair.
I suppose that's when somebody must have knocked it over.
having a tough time visualizing the mass confusion that took place here.
I thought to use my whip to capture the Yatagarasu. However, there were people in the way and I was unable to land even a single lash.
I suppose this means that some other poor saps were hit instead.
It's just like, ah! My leg!
Oh, wow. I have a new interest.
Honey?
Is it possible that these Yatagarasu hid in these bushes?
Of course not, the rose bushes. You've been spending so much time scoffing that girl that's rubbing off on you. But it's alright, I'll wake you out of your stupor. Now next time you feel like sleep talking, remember that I'll whip you for real.
Why did you just do a warning whip? You've never given him a warning whip. You just whip him.
Wow.
All I tried to do was offer up a possibility, and this is what I get? Like, that feels less threatening at that point.
Yeah.
These are some beautiful roses here. They appear to be well maintained.
You're being too nice, Maljet. The arrangement is devoid of any design sense. Roses truly shine with their grouped by color, one color per location. They lose their beauty when they're all mixed together like this.
Can't tell if she's being sarcastic or not. On second thought, there's a rather serious look on her face. Better leave it to be.
They should really rethink the proper balance of these roses.
All the people to comment on the proper balance of things.
I mean, I was actually gonna say, but I think it's fun that, like, it's like multicolored roses everywhere. Like, yeah, like, she's not wrong. Like, it is kind of, like, too whimsical. But, like, I don't know, sometimes a little whimsy's fun.
Yeah, but is Alabasta a kingdom of whimsy, or is it a kingdom of order?
The binary. Sound off in the comments.
The two types of kingdoms.
Are you lawful whimsy or chaotic order?
There's an overturned spotlight here.
Well, no, actually, it would be like
Chaotic
lawful...
order doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. That's ironic. It would be whimsically good, and
orderly evil.
Orderly evil.
Orderly good, whimsically evil. I am whimsically evil.
You are whimsically evil. You really are. I'm whimsically good.
At least we see eye to eye in one way.
Yeah, whimsy is the primary goal and focus of how we interact with the world. It's just we go about it different ways.
When the Yatagarasu appeared, the others was waiting for the speech to start panicked.
Oh, we already read this.
I suppose that's what somebody must have knocked it over.
Okay, well, I guess it says I want to check that light there too. How about this? This statue bears a resemblance to the Primadux statue.
The plaque says King Primadux in the battlefield. In order to save the queen, King Primadux put his life on the line and went to war.
So Primadux is actually a person of royal blood. I thought he was simply someone imitating a character from an ancient legend.
Well, what surprises me is that the real person who looked like a steel samurai existed.
I suppose there's that too.
Is there nothing in the water that we need to grab? Like, I figured that's what the water level rose.
I mean, when I checked the water, that's when we got Larry. The water rose and Larry happened. I can check again.
No, that's fine.
I suppose Ambassador Alba sat in this chair.
Ambassador Alba is very elderly.
Oh, I was hoping that was their entire statement.
The chair was prepared for him. The chair was prepared for him should have gotten tired. Oh, the chair was prepared for him should he have gotten tired during his speech.
In that case, why didn't he plan to make his speech sitting down in the first place?
The ambassador is also quite prideful, that's why.
Sounds like my old principal from grade school who'd speak at assemblies. I don't remember my principal from, like, how?
I don't remember my principal either.
Okay, I remember my principals in high school, and that's about it. And that's because I was on student council.
I remember my assistant principal, not my actual principal.
The pit at this pool served its function tonight as an emergency water reservoir. The pool even flows itself to the preset water level. When the planets align, a steel samurai appears from its depths. Oh, so this is where Ambassador Alba gave his speech.
The stage was set up nicely. However, where was the audience supposed to sit?
Perhaps they're supposed to sit around the edge of the pool.
That's such poor planning, if there's no space other than the spot or two by the pool. They really should have made seating arrangements like how the gallery is set up in court.
Indeed, such that consideration for the viewers was taken with those.
So in the end, the speaker and his audience were to stand the whole time, huh?
Yes, although I suspect the audience would have liked to sit down after a while.